let's take a look at this. So you're saying that you're gonna let Ezreal and Soraka push like this, and after they push, obviously they will be easily able to go for wards, and you're probably gonna be chunked as well. And then if Diana chooses to gank, which we're lucky that this is your duo, so I guess you can make some assumptions because you can tell him the gank is gonna.
Oh, work. Not this game. Not this
not this game. Okay, so you did that.
Random.
So you did that when you think that the random will gank on top lane, on both lane.
Yeah, it's probably because a bad idea, but yeah.
If you think about it, this kind of playstyle of let the wave come into me is good if your jungle is 100% gonna gank bot. But if it's not, how does this influence your lane?
2v2. It's pretty bad for us actually.
Pretty bad because you get pushed in.
What's going on, guys? Besides here, and into this video we will learn exactly how to play AD carry properly. Macro, decision making, wave management, all of these things are gonna be touched in this video. We're gonna learn it together in this VOD review that I made for a player that wanted to get out of low elo. For those of you who are the first time here, my name is Bizais, and on this channel I post videos on how to get better in League of Legends. So if you want to improve in LoL 10 times faster, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Remember that what you're seeing right now is a premium personalized coaching session. This guy booked his coaching with me when he was hard stuck in Silver 2 with around 45% win rate. Right now, after around 2 weeks, he climbed instantly to gold 2 just from one coaching session. This is another person that climbed from platinum to master tier with my coaching. Here is another guy, gold to master tier, currently actually pushing for grandmaster with my coaching. Are you tired of feeling stuck in your current rank and unable to climb the ladder, or do you find yourself struggling to convert winning games and make progress? If you're serious about improving in League of Legends and you want to get your gameplay to the next level, go ahead and book your own personalized coaching session and start instantly. I'll see you in the session. I want to see the game length and the win rate, but I guess I can find it. Yeah, Soraka is she's not a bad champion in the early game. She's, again, Nami is a bit stronger, Karma is stronger than both of them, but Soraka is actually stronger than Lulu. It depends also how you play it. Lulu is also pretty good in the lane, Soraka is pretty good in the lane, and then here you have Janna, the worst. Janna doesn't do anything. But Lulu and Soraka, they are not really the worst because they have Q and they can heal very well. So when you see this matchup right here, you have a Nami and they have Soraka with the Ezreal. There are 3 types of lanes. Full safe only farm. This is when you play Kai'Sa Yuumi and you play against Caitlyn Morgana. Good luck, have fun. You have basically, so full safe farm, full win, go on them. If I play Caitlyn Morgana and you play Ezreal Yuumi, I push, I try to do something. And there are like short trades lanes. Which one do you think this one is?
Maybe I'd say either short trades or the full farm.
Yes, so when you have a Nami, as we said, she's pretty strong. When I pick Nami, I don't pick Nami if you pick Nami, like, why would you pick Nami?
To poke and just be annoying.
You see. So if you play Janna, you're more like, why do you play Janna?
Yeah, okay.
You see?
Yeah,
exactly.
Just protect the
exactly. So if I play Nami, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna play Nautilus like so aggressive, but I don't play Nami to play safe. That's for sure. I play either like short trades or full aggressive. Good. So we decided that. Very important because Kai'Sa. Oh yes, please.
I was gonna say. So this game I took. So if you look at my runes, I took lethal tempo. Should I have taken Hail of Blades for the short trades?
Yes, you're starting to think now, right now, Jaden. That's good. So you can take Hail of Blades because of the lane, because you can trade against Soraka, and theoretically, against Ezreal, he's a champion that he's pretty safe. So you can say, yeah, but I have Nami, I'm gonna scale, I'm gonna win the lane anyways. But I think since you have a Nami and they also have a short trade lane, you can counter that with the Halo Blades. Yes, if they have Ezreal with Yuumi and you're like, yeah bro, I have Nami, but think about it, it's Yuumi, they're gonna play safe, then I would agree with you. I would actually go little tempo. But you see, you wanna base your matchup and base your runes and base your summer spells based on one, your support, what is she able to do, what is she designed to do, and of course enemy as well. Because yes, we can say that Halo Blades is very good with a Nami because you wanna short trade against Ezreal Yuumi, sorry, Ezreal Soraka, but against Yumi, Halo Blaze wouldn't be good because against Yumi, you know you're gonna scale, so you can get little tempo, so you're gonna be better for scaling. So in terms of what should I do, how should I play Kai'Sa in early game? Well, it depends on your support and it depends on who are the enemy champions. So for this one, the worst thing that you can do, okay, so let's go like this. So how is Khal based on in this matchup relative to what you designed to do in this lane with the Nami?
Sorry, what was that?
So how is the item Khal in this position as buying Khal, considering that we have a Nami support?
I'd say it's fairly bad.
Yes,
buying
exactly.
the Khal.
Exactly, because you're looking to trade, you're looking to, because because you can also say, yeah, but I can play safe. Yeah, then play Vayne, then play, I don't know, play Twitch, you know, because she has Nami, she's also like aggressive, so it's pretty bad. Also, as you can see, Ezreal Soraka from a scale from 0 to 10 being like super scary, aggressive, like Caitlyn Morgana lane or Caitlyn Karma, Caitlyn Lux. And then 0 being like Sivir Yumi. Where is this lane in terms of how scary they are, in terms of pushing, poking, etc.?
Probably like a 4.
Yes.
They don't really have much.
Yes, so if they get the push, how do you feel like in the tower in this matchup?
Yeah, fairly safe, especially because Nami has heal.
Okay, so Nami has heal.
I think that also came into consideration with the Khal as well, because Nami has heal and they have exhaust heal and we have ghost heal. So I think that also what I was thinking about at the time of the Khal buy.
I see, so playing safe. I wanted to ask you, so what's two things? What's the mana of the Nami W and what's the cooldown of the Nami W? And how much heal does it give? This is very important questions. So mana?
The mana, I have no idea. The cooldown, I have no idea.
Okay, so give me a range, like mana, I don't know, 200, 150.
Of Nami's W.
Yes, because that's the healing.
Which is the heal.
Yes.
The heal. I think I'd say probably like around 60, 50, 60.
Okay, 50, 60. Okay, let's say 55 as a range. Good. So 55 mana. And cooldown?
It'd probably be around the same, like 8 seconds.
8 seconds. Okay, and the heal is how much? 50, 100, 200, a level 1 we're talking.
60?
60 heal. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So you're saying that she's gonna spam a 60 heal on you, and that will counter, because if you think about it, we really need to think about this objective, because $5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but you cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. This is just $5. Go ahead and check it right now. Let's see, where is this? So I'm Kai'Sa. I'm getting pushed into the tower. What is Ezreal gonna do if you're getting pushed in the tower?
He's just gonna poke.
True. What is Soraka gonna do when you're pushing the tower?
Same. Just poke with Q.
Exactly. So then you can say, yeah, but I have the Nami, right? But yeah, but 60 heal. And then it's 60 heal on a cooldown of 8. And then she has 400 mana, so she can use maybe... Okay, well, let's actually go first on this. So Nami, let's see. So you said the cooldown. You said the cooldown was 8 seconds. It's actually 10 seconds, so you were close. And then you said the mana is 55. It's actually 70, and it increases with the rank, and it's gonna go to 120 at some point. So it is pretty. Mana cost is gonna be 80, 90, so it's not really that low. And the healing is 55, so that is 55 heal. So would you say a 55 heal every 10 seconds can protect you in the tower so you can be safe and not die in this matchup? Yes, so the 50 heal is like better than nothing, but if they poke like really well, this guy has Airi, maybe she has Scorch, and Ezra's gonna poke really well, you're gonna be chunked. You're not gonna die, but being chunked into the tower. And then we go again at the thing like I'm playing with Nami and I'm getting chunked into the tower. Okay, but I mean next game I can play Vayne and I can get chunked in the tower, but if I get in the late game they're dead. Because the reason why this game lasted for so long is because this happened. Like we get pushed in, we messed up the call and the plan, because here, so the thing is, if you play Nami, as you said, you want to win the lane, you want to poke, so if you're gonna use your W on your AD carry constantly, W, you don't get spell theft stacks, you don't get word. So why am I playing Nami? I can just play Yumi and do the same thing.
Yeah.
So this is why it's not good to like kind of have this idea of I have Nami, she has a lot of heal. Not even when you have Soraka, I wouldn't think, okay, I have a lot of healing because Soraka can heal me. Well, true and not true as well. She's not going to heal you when you're 70% or 80% or 60%. She's going to heal you when you're below 40%, because if she heals you when you're more than 40%, her healing is worse. Only if she hits Q, her healing is like effective.
Yeah.
But then we're going to assume that Soraka is going to hit Q. So it's hard to say that we have a lot, even if this Ezreal. I'm going to go Blade because I know she has healing with Soraka. Well, we don't know if she's going to have healing really, because we're going to play super aggressive. And realistically speaking, at the level 3, she shouldn't even point on E, on W. She should just go Q, E, and then maybe she can go Q again, no W, nothing. So she can poke. So be careful when you have an aggressive support or a support that wants to trade and you go for this playstyle, especially if they also have a lane where if they push, you're gonna be in trouble. So be careful with that because they have a lot of push power. And here we can also see the HP. So the HP here on the runes is very good if you know you're not gonna fight until level 4. After level 4, HP is the best rune in the game compared to magic resistant armor, sure. But you want to ask yourself, is level 1 important? Is level 2 important? Is level 3 important? Is level 4 important? Well, these 4 levels, you want to ask yourself, am I going to be in the matchup where it's chill, we're just chilling, we're just farming? Or is it a matchup where we need to get prio? We need to trade, short trade. We need to try to contest the prio. It's going to be more interaction, trades. Would you say it's the matchup where it's no interaction or interaction here?
Yeah, there was a lot of interaction.
Yes. And it's specifically because of what?
Because they're poke.
Yes. So we have Nami, so we want the lane to be interactful, and also they have Soraka and Ezreal, so it's gonna interact. So then you wanna say, okay, armor is better for level 1, armor is better for level 2, armor is better for level 3, and then HP is better for the other levels. True.
Yeah.
But if you lose level 1, lose level 2, lose level 3, get pushed in the tower, you're low into the tower, there is no late game. There is no later on.
Yeah.
So that's why in this case you should have taken armor, because the first 3 levels are very important and you're not going to be able to survive the first 3 levels in this matchup. Yes, as I said, if they have Yumi and for sure 100% they're going to just scale and chill, little tempo is good. And again, going for the health is good because you're looking to scale. With Nami, especially against Soraka, they're not looking to scale. So we can see that Jayden here we have a little bit of a problem with just understanding the level of scariness about supports, like the matchup of support, how do they interact, the mana and everything, because this is going to help you a lot to understand better the support, because bot lane is 50% support, 50% AD carry. The AD carry matchup you understand it, but the support matchup we see we have some flaws here. And of course in this matchup, personally, you can also maybe get exhaust here because
that's what I was gonna say. Because I think what I was thinking at the time is because they have heal, the summon spell heal, and the exhaust, and we have heal and ghost.
Yes.
Summoner spells. It's kind of messed up because I didn't take exhaust, or there was no exhaust in lane. So I feel like we had no kill pressure, and that's why I went Cull.
Yeah,
and also lethal tempo.
Heal is not really that bad in terms of scaling, because if you think about it, if she takes heal, she wants to scale, and you took lethal tempo with ghost, so it's not that bad, because if she takes heal, she scales, you have lethal tempo, you have ghost, so for late game, ghost is fine. But exhaust would be better for lane. And then you have
so I should have gone Hail of Blades with exhaust or
heal. Yes. Heal is probably the worst. Like if you have to choose between heal and exhaust, if you play,
I'd rather take exhaust.
Yes. Unless you play Aphelios, Caitlyn, or any champion that is high range, in which case exhaust is always suboptimal, unless they have Tristana mid lane, Samira here, and Hecarim with cannon or something really huge. But so because you see this one, and you actually brought it up as well with summon spell. So here you took heal most of the games, which is good, even though sometimes, for example, here Caitlyn Janna against Lissandra Thresh. Against Lissandra, you should always go cleanse no matter what, because if she flashes ulti on you in late, it's like, what is the counterplay? And they also have Thresh, so it's a bit hard. You can also say, but against Lissandra I have Janna in late game and she's gonna buy Mikael's, but I don't know if she's gonna buy Mikael. So this is why personally against Lissandra I will get.
That game we got stomped in lane.
Yes,
this is why. We got 4-man dove 3 times.
Yes, with cleanse it's gonna be at least better to flash, cleanse the hook, flash, and then maybe you have a chance, maybe. And then here, let's see, so you take heal, Same thing, you took heal. Exhaust is really nice here. I mean, I guess you can say, yeah, but she took the exhaust. Maybe you can tell her, take barrier or something. Or maybe tell him, hey, please, can you try barrier? Because you can go exhaust, because you're most likely going to fight these guys a lot. Heal is definitely weak summon spell, unless you're forced to. And on champions that are like, that have a lot of range, exhaust is suboptimal. I would say heal is fine. Yeah, and ghost is good if you know you're going to scale for late game. But personally, if I play Kai'Sa, I'll play back to front. Meaning that I'll jump into the enemy backline and I'll kill them. That's not going to be like Caitlyn kind of playstyle. Okay, hit the closest target, Grandpa playstyle. No, it's like ulti Q, auto W, like back off with E, invisibility. Yeah. So this is why Ghost is, in my opinion, suboptimal. But in general, there are a lot of situations where Ghost is good, where you're not able to play front to back. Back to front. So let's say you have Soraka mid lane, no engage. Let's say Soraka mid lane, no engage. You have jungle. Needly, no engage, no CC, nothing. She set up 0 for you, and then you have top lane like Vayne. In that case, I would go exhaust because there is no back to front. Back to front with who? Yeah. Soraka can't engage, Needly can't engage, Vayne can't engage, so it's gonna be like hitting the closest target. So it's more the summon spell. It's based on lane around 35%, based on later stages around 35%, and around 30% about do I have the composition. And of course, that is, again, how people think in Master Tier Plus. If you are Bronze, Jaden, I will tell you, hey, just think about your lane and take your summon spell. Because later stages, doesn't really matter if you win your lane. But for you, you have to think a bit more complex about compositions and matchup, the enemy matchup and everything. So the composition, we have good CC here. Well, decent CC. The Jack C is not like, Ornn ulti or Malphite ulti, but it's decent. Actually, Diana R is not bad if she goes in the backline. And Kiana R, okay, you have a lot, so you can play back to front a lot here. So I think exhaust is good for that reason.
Yeah. So exhaust is better if I'm trying to aim for the back line.
Yes. In this case, I'd say yes. It's good. Okay, good. So he started top. That's fine. In terms of the early game, so yeah, be careful when you take health. If you're gonna fight really hard in the first 3 levels, like with Nami, Karma, Lulu, you usually fight. Well, it depends on the enemy matchup as well. As I said, if you have Yumi, you're not. But if they don't, and you're going to trade early on, armor is very nice. Did you ever consider to ask to not leash? Not in this case, but in general.
I normally don't leash if they have double red matchup.
Okay, so you ask for that, or does your laner just...
My duo is normally a jungle main, so he knows that I don't leash if they're double range.
Okay, you're lucky. Good. That no problem.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, let's see what you got.
I've had... Yeah.
Please, yes?
I was just going to say, I've had some pretty good junglers. Like, if they see it's a double range, they'll start blue anyways.
Okay.
To get a leash. So I normally ping that I'm going to go into instead of leashing. If it's like a double range, I think I had a double range today.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. We were Caitlyn Pyke versus Ezreal Karma, and we died level 1 because we got poked out, or died level 2.
Okay, so speaking in this case right here, you got first the laney phase. What are the advantages of this? You getting first in the lane.
We have priority in the lane right now.
So what are you trying to achieve right now?
I was trying to make it push into us, so you'll see. I think I messed up this one, but I grab aggro from the minions, and then when they re-aggro, they'll all target one melee minion.
So it's gonna push into you, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was trying to make it do, because I saw Diana was starting topside.
Okay. So you're saying, okay, I'm gonna let the wave come into me, and then Diana's gonna patters me, and then everyone's gonna be happy, right?
Yeah, okay. That doesn't happen, but yeah, that was the plan.
That's okay. That's interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So you're saying that you're gonna let Ezreal and Soraka push like this, and after they push, obviously they will be easily able to go for wards, and you're probably gonna be chunked as well. And then if Diana chooses to gank, which we're lucky that this is your duo, so I guess you can make some assumptions because you can tell him the gank is gonna.
Oh, work. Not this game. Not this
game. Okay, so you did that.
Random.
So you did that when you think that the random will gank on top lane, on bot lane.
Yeah, it's probably
Because
a bad idea, but yeah.
if you think about it, this kind of playstyle of let the wave to come into me is good if your jungle is 100% gonna gank bot. But if it's not, how does this influence your lane? 2v2.
It's pretty bad for us actually.
Very bad because you get pushed in. Exactly. And there is one more. So we shouldn't really let the wave push in and rely on the jungle that is gonna gank. Same thing with the Drake. Let's say he's here and he's springing that he wants to get the Drake. If I get the wait in the tower, I wouldn't even care about him. I would let him, but I would let him be on the river. But if he starts the Drake, that's when I would follow. So I would follow and I would trust my jungle when he's already committed or he's already in shit. I will not be like, okay, I'm gonna assume that he's here, he's pinging the Drake, so I'm gonna follow with him. Well, he didn't start the Drake. Same thing here. Okay, he's gonna gank me, he's gonna do 3 camps into bot. Well, I mean, okay, if he's gonna be here and he's gonna ping on my way on bot lane, that's when you let the wave come into you, but not when you think that he's gonna do it. And there is one more problem. Okay. If you let the third wave come into you, then the wave is gonna bounce into them. And at what time does your jungle gank you?
Normally 3:30, around there.
Okay, so at 3:30, do you know how many waves is that?
I think it's three and a half, like the other one.
Let's see. So now your jungle does 1 camp, 2 camps. So you're saying that if she was blue, if she would go blue full clear bot or blue red and like blue grom red is a bot? Would you say she does everything? So 3:30, right?
Yeah, around there.
So this is the second wave, it's 2 minutes. Let's see. This is the third wave, is 2 minutes and 28 seconds. So you see, it's already gonna show you the mistakes. And then here, so this is the fourth wave. This is the fourth wave. Okay. And the fifth wave. So on the fifth wave, he can gank you. Unless he does something crazy like 3 camps into bot, but he's not Elise, he's Diana, so he needs to farm.
Yeah.
So what we want to see is that the initial plan can have a bit of sense in it, but it's not realistic because she's not going to be able to gank at the third wave. So the fact that you're letting them push at level 1 doesn't really help you achieve anything at the end of the day. It just completely gives Ezreal pressure to poke you, and the poor Diana couldn't gank you anyways in the meantime. So the rule that any even Grandmaster, Challenger, Bronze player can respect is the first 3 waves, it doesn't matter what your jungle wants to do, unless he wants to gank you level 2, in which case, of course, it's something else.
Yeah.
But the first 3 waves, you don't have to ask yourself, okay, where is he partying, where is my jungle? Because the first 3 waves don't matter, unless, of course, they do level 2 gank, or maybe Elise does, or there is a jungle he does, like Kayn, maybe like Red, Krugs, Raptors, and then he goes bot. But that's in 10% of the cases with the junglers.
Mm-hmm.
So then what should you be doing right now with the wave then?
Probably pushing it.
Yes.
Then,
yes. And because we want to get prior for level 2 and we don't want to get pushed in. But there is a degree in which you want to push. So for example, you have the X, 0, 10. So sometimes you play against a Caitlyn Morgana and you have Kai'Sa Nami. Against that lane, you have to push like a maniac. Why? Is because if you get pushed in, you're dead. And they can, at any time, even if you hit the minions once or twice before they get in the lane, if Morgana uses W on the minions or Caitlyn Qs it, she basically gets priority back. So it's easy to contest for them. So you need to, 10 out of 10, you need to push with a lot of auto attacks. A lot of auto attacks means 3 to 4 on different minions. This is a lot of auto attacks. In some matchups, you can push without pushing. If they have Alistar and, let's say, Alistar Yasuo in the lane. In that case, you don't need to push because you can stay here. If Yasuo goes for a minion, you can walk up. So you need to do 0 auto attacks on the minion, or maybe 1 if you want to make sure you don't need to queue the first 3 melees. And there are cases where you have to do only 2 auto attacks on the minions in matchups where you need priority, but you get it easy and they can't get it back. So for example, they have Ezreal. Ezreal only has the Q to get the priority. It's not like a Jhin or like a Caitlyn that can push the wave very fast. And let's say he has a Yuumi. Yuumi can't help him push the wave. So in that case, you should go for 2 auto attacks on the minions. So what I'm saying right now is that the level of which you should push, level 1, the first wave, will depend on how fast they are able to get the priority back. So in this matchup, considering that it's a Soraka and Ezreal, from a scale from 0 to 10, how important is like getting the push, like the speed of the push?
It wouldn't be that important because Ezreal's quite safe
True.
to just Q.
He has the
So
Q
it'd be
and
like
he has the auto
probably
attack.
like a 4.
Okay, so
play.
Ezreal
It's
is
not-
4, true. But what about Soraka though?
Yeah, I mean, even if she's under her tower though, she can't really do anything, no?
True. So if you get the push, it's really good. But let's say you don't get the push. Let's say the Ezreal is right here. Or no, sorry. Let's say you're gonna auto attack the minion once, and then they come in the laning phase and they try to push hard. Who's gonna win that?
Them.
Yes. So you need to have a strategy that if you get first in the lane, you're gonna push the lane so hard that one, you don't crash the wave because that's you don't want to crash the wave, and two, you push fast enough for them to never be able to get the priority back. Because for example, if you go right here and you hit the minion once, but then they come in the laning phase and Ezreal perma-Qs the wave, Soraka perma-Qs the wave, do you lose the prio?
Yeah.
So one auto attack is bad. So how many auto attacks is again, we're not trying to crush, so 10 auto attacks, like 6, 5, it's crazy, not good. But we're trying to get prio because if you get the minions once or twice here and they come in the lane, Soraka hits a Q on 6 minions, you're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
So how many auto attacks do we need to get on the minions right here?
Probably like 1 or 2 on the back minions, and then 1 on the melees.
That's good. 3. So around minimum 3 auto attacks. So you can make sure you get the priority. Anything less is greedy because Soraka Q can be angled. 1, she's gonna be here, so she's gonna zone you. You need to back off me a bit, meaning that you're not gonna hit the minions. 2, if she angles it in a way that she can hit you and the minions, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
So here,
I think that's exactly what happened.
I know. So here, when you went like this, again, some people will be like, okay, this is bad. Well, it's bad in this case, but because I'm a coach, I bring you another exact example where it's different. Look here, when I play with the Lux, which is really, really aggressive, and we go in the lane, and they have Zeri, the worst champion level 1 in the game, and Alistar, the worst champion level 1 in the game. I don't need to push too much. Like, I hit the minions once, and then I ping on my way. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Let's poke. Look at this. Like, now, I don't need to get prio. Why? It's because they're so weak at level 1 that we don't need prio. Yet, in this case that I played right now, with the level of weakness, like, what can they do now? I don't need to get prio. I can leave the minions like this 3 against 3 and I can zone them. Yeah, but that's against Alistar and Zeri. But against Soraka, you're not able to do that. So only hitting the minion once in this specific case is bad. So you have to base it on the support basically more. Because here you're basically killing yourself. Why? It's because they're going to go in the lane. Now the Ezreal is going to Q, keep the passive up. And then boop. Now, how did you get prio? Because you have 3 minions. They have 3 minions. Soraka is about to Q you. So you need to back off.
Yeah.
So you basically lost the prio level 1. And then the Soraka Q, we get hit by it. You start to Q the minions, which is okay in this case because you get prio. And then let's see when you're going to get level 2.
Yeah.
And they get level 2 advantage first. Wow, this is big, you see? Yes. So, yes,
So, would you say that I probably lost it because I went Cull and not Hail of Blades? I went Lethal Tempo.
So
that's probably why I lost priority early.
I think if you hit the minions better level 1, like if you hit the minions 3 times here and you don't just hit once like you did here, like this, you will probably get away with this even with Cull. So what you have to understand is that if I have better macro, if I have better wave management, if I have better knowledge, and I fuck up my itemization, I don't know how to build, I don't know what runes to take, I only take worse runes, and the summon spell is shit. Compared to someone that is bad at macro and wave management, but is so good at items, runes, summon spells, this guy is gonna win 75% of the games. Because items and everything, I mean, if you have the good decision, even if you fuck up with the items, you're gonna get away with murder. So having the good fundamentals is more important than builds, items. I am having 60 FPS or stuff like the fundamentals are the most important thing. Because here, imagine you had Cull, but this minion would have been dead Sure. And now you can still walk up and Q if you want. Yeah, but you Q when you have 1, 2, 3, 4 minions against 2 minions. A 2 minions CS lead is good in this lane. So you can poke. But first,
you
need to get the prio. So this is why we lost. And here we got a lot of Q'd by the Soraka. A lot. When she's walking up, you should mirror her. Like now you should just be backing off. You see this?
Yeah.
Do you play with luck?
I actually ping myself. I play both.
Both. Okay, so it could be a problem. You remember you told me also, I remember in the beginning, the I ulti in 5 people kind of problem. It might be also because of the camera. Because you're not hovering, or maybe we're a bit greedy.
That actually got better because I saw your few recent videos on like hovering and like map and looking and stuff. So that I feel like is a lot better, and that's why I've won 5 today and lost 1.
Okay.
And the one I lost, I was 13-8. But yeah, that's gotten a lot better. In lane, I'll play unlocked and I'll have my camera basically up a bit more where it is.
Okay, I see.
And I think that's maybe why I walked forward here.
I see.
I wasn't watching them, I was watching the minions right now, I believe.
Because if she's gonna do 2 Qs like here, remember what we talked about. How strong is Soraka in early game? Well, she just hits 2 Qs and you're pretty chunked actually.
Yeah.
So she's not weak. Most of the people are like, I don't play Soraka, she's eager, support. Like, if you know how to play Soraka, you can bully the enemy AD carry so hard, even more than Nami. So she's very good. There are a lot of challenger players on Soraka because she's very, very nice. And then here we keep getting poked. But you see, yes, you're getting Q'd by Soraka. Yes, she's walking up and we don't really see her. Like same thing right here.
Those of you who are struggling winning and climbing in solo queue but are serious about getting better, I also do coaching for players that want to improve and get their gameplay to the next level. Coaching can't make you better if you just play normals and ARAMs and don't like playing ranked, or you don't care about improving, you just play for fun, or let's say you just play the game for like 3 hours, maybe 4 hours per week, and that's about it. Coaching doesn't help you. Coaching can help you if you feel hard stuck, if you struggle carrying games, if you want to stop wasting time autopiloting and not learning anything, if you run into a circle for a long time, if you want to find out the mistakes that hold you back, or simply maybe you have problems with the wave management, maybe you feel lost throughout the mid game, maybe you struggle with the decision making, macro, and you just want to learn how to do it properly from a professional coach. Or let's say you have difficulties checking the enemy jungle and you die a lot to ganks, or simply maybe you just want to learn how to carry 1 versus 9 so you can actually climb and stop really wasting time. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and book your own coaching now and start improving instantly. I'll see you in the session.